Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 34 of Apollo Justice. Last time, we completed Turnabout Serenade, and basically proved Machi innocent by having him confess to his crime of Indian cocoon smuggling. And, well, now we're moving on to the fourth and final case, Turnabout Succession. And this case is eventful. It's a good case. It's up there with Turnabout Trump. Granted, it's basically the second best case in the game. Turnabout Trump being the first. Then basically you got Turnabout Corner. And then basically Turnabout Serenade is the last one nonetheless because of how many times you have to listen to the Guitar Serenade. Literally, the Guitar Serenade and that soundboard torturing you. But anyways, let's move on. Turnabout Succession. And that is the whole truth of this case. The Mason system. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Yeah, we're getting some callbacks to Turnabout Trump. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Where young girls pass out in court. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours, as Kristoff stands menacingly in the background. Yes, because we couldn't keep that secret. We couldn't keep it a secret that Kristoff is involved in this case. That would take too much effort. Thank goodness that they basically compensate for that in Investigations 2, literally, because they try to build it up as this whole thing of Kristoff is this dark, shadowy figure in the case, and then here they are in the intro revealing Kristoff did it! They had to make up for the fact that they didn't show that Kristoff was the culprit of the first case.
Hey, Polly, look on TV! Look!
Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
Wow, look at that! He's the last grandma, right? Alright, amazing!
You act like Volant is like the dodo bird, like he's this rare endangered species that we must protect. The jerk conservation effort.
Polly, you should be watching this.
Oh! What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. My therapist needs to know these things. Trucy.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Polly, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago, Polly. Get with the times.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the field a moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamure disappeared.
That's right. Uncle Volant did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her, lest she destroys me. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Gramaye is performing for the first time in 7 years.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too.
The legendary Gramayes. If Trucy's real sperm donor was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles.
I got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Polly.
Yes, because Volant couldn't send tickets. No, Volant couldn't bother. Trucy had to buy the tickets. Phoenix had to buy the tickets to the show. You're here, working hard or hardly working? Hey, how you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Although he has been gone for a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay! Pudding! I love pudding! Ooh, it's farmers.
Okay, this bit about the pudding. This actually brings an interesting point for Trucy's character. Basically, Trucy has some slight differences in her character between the American version and the Japanese version. Essentially, in our version, we have it where Trucy is basically just standard peppy magician girl. She's essentially Maya but in magician form, and with some slightly more borderline psychotic tendencies. However, in the Japanese version, from what I hear, Trucy is downright creepy, and that she basically talks in the first person. Like, you know how Ibuki would talk in Danganronpa 2? Where basically just using her first name pretty often. Basically, yeah, Trucy, for example, with this pudding line, I think Trucy has a part where she basically would say in the Japanese version, basically,
ooh, Trucy want 2 puddings!
Like something like that, and as such, Trucy was kind of creepy considering just how she is. Plus, she was seen as semi-irritating, which is why Trucy's character has experienced just a weird decline. Has experienced actually a decline in later games, where basically Trucy barely plays a role, or at the very least, a very significantly lesser role than she did in this game, where basically Trucy, she appears, sure, but she's not really all that involved. Where in Dual Destiny, she's barely even present. She's present for basically like one little bit in the second case in Monstrous Turnabout. Then she's not even there in basically Turnabout Academy. And then in the fourth case, basically she's Phoenix's partner for a very short while, but then she more or less just boils down to a damsel in distress role come Turnabout Tomorrow. And then Spirit of Justice, she basically is just limited to the second case. She's more or less just there for just magical turnabout, and then boom, she's gone.
And not just 1 point, but 3 whole cups! I'll have to pace myself.
Yeah, this is the line where basically Trucy would have had a variation in the Japanese version. Where Trucy gets 3 cups. 3 cups for Trucy or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact thing. And there goes my tangent on Trucy and pudding. Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
How right you are. So you still can't tell us? What your mission is? Nope. Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyways. Huh? With me?
Hey, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you could be one of those guys. A spy.
Can't I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about this mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Okay, Apollo, here's what you're going to need to do. Go down to the bus depot and stand right in the middle of the road. Trust me. Tell me, you've heard of the jurist system, yes?
The jurist system?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. It's like hip-hop. It's the new craze.
Have you ever heard of it, Polly?
Oh, maybe. Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The juror system, huh? Presenting time! Presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney's badge a lot, too.
He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before.
You know me too well, Trucy. I'm glad to provide this opportunity for a little family bonding. Gotta check Charlie. The plant. It intrigues you, doesn't it? Act like Charlie's the seductive force. Not really. It's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. No secrets, but lots of memories. And a name too. Want to hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie, if you were curious. Really? I wasn't.
That magician in the photo, is that your...
My sperm donor. Yep, Zachariah. He disappeared when I was little. I hung that up there so I wouldn't forget what he looked like so I could kick his ass later for abandoning me.
I see! She's smiling, but I'll bet that smile doesn't go very deep. No one practices the piano, as usual. Even calling him a pianist is an insult to pianists everywhere.
Okay, Polly, I'm gonna guess what you're thinking right now.
Huh? What? Was I making a play face or something?
I'm so hungry. I'm right, of course I am.
There's no of course about it. You guessed wrong. Besides, that's not what I'm thinking. It's what you're thinking.
How do you do that? You read my mind, Polly.
At least you got that pudding.
That's right.
Try not to eat my share, will you?
Too late, Polly.
A plate of plastic spaghetti for displaying in a shop. Where the heck does she even get this stuff? That hat! Is that spare? It looks exactly like the one you always wear. And CzarThwomp has to adjust the pull string in his pants.
That's the first rule of a professional. Be prepared, Polly.
Wait, isn't that the Boy Scouts rule?
We stole it from the Boy Scouts, Polly. Where do you think we stole it from?
Then the Boy Scouts come for the Grimaces. Oh! Hawk! They have come once again to fight me! Well, bring it on, little boys! For I, the Launch Grimace, will kick your ass! Zach, come forth! Right, old boy! Time to kick these boys' asses! Really, I can imagine Zach and Valon getting into fights with children.
You know, I put it on the other day, and this strange white substance fell all over me. It was like magic.
Or like fingerprinting powder.
No, Apollo, or like that. Yes, Apollo, fingerprinting powder, and not the crack that I sell outside. That I sell out of Edgeworth, the trunk of Edgeworth's car. What? Right? Why is there a white substance in my trunk? Are you dusting for fingerprints in there? Yes, Edgeworth, dusting for fingerprints.
I can't believe you're using this cutting a personal part box as a shelf space.
You know, I used that trick on stage the other night. Imagine my surprise when I pulled one of my shirts out of the box.
You should really examine your process for the show.
Ooh, careful there, Polly. A lot of people run to that table, you know. Why, some client knocked the plot clean over the other day.
Why not get a more sturdy table?
Maybe that table is partially to blame.
There's no maybe this! That thing is a death trap!
Those legal books were left by my mentor, and were never touched ever since. Too bad I gave up the practice for reading them.
There's quite a few magic books in there too, you know.
Those would be truesies. She'll remember they're there eventually, I'm sure. Phoenix, you are a bad influence on this girl!
Ramon, I thought Mr. Wright might do magic too. A scary thought.
Well, Apollo, I almost made your badge disappear. Ahem, I wasn't finished talking to you, you know. Or rather, you weren't finished asking me questions.
Well, I try to fight it. I can't win.
Phoenix controls the game! Phoenix is the master! Phoenix is sons! Oh my gosh, I just realized! Phoenix, the hands in the pocket, how Phoenix masterminds everything, how Phoenix can stop us from moving! Phoenix is Sans! And then Phoenix just, Kristoff, you're gonna have a bad time, Gavin.
So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
Something that no one wants to be a part of? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in the courtroom in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? You know, Polly?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurors cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles.
Oh, and there will be only 6. Oh, there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
Wow, you know yourself, Polly.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the course a little more seriously now.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational television show. Starring Dr. Wright.
Yes, the Phoenix Wright philosophical busting power hour. Alright, Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo, the perfect team.
Mascot, hey! So, what's the secret mission?
The juror system is my mission, more or less. Anyways, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo, especially when said ideas are being led forth by the disbarred attorney. Why would Phoenix be put in charge of this program? Literally, according to these people, Phoenix forges evidence. Phoenix did forge evidence. So he's hardly the best person to be asking for this at the moment.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Polly.
I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. 6 jurists of my choosing. I'll be the one helping with the process, incidentally.
Helping how?
By stacking the jury. Well, for one, I'll be the chair of the Jurist System Stimulating Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Really? Yeah, you're giving this all to Phoenix! You're giving this to this smart attorney!
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
And they wonder why this system gets banned and doesn't carry forth in any other cases in the series. Literally, Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies, they just go back to the old system because they realize, oh crap, this could be easily corruptible. Just get a place to test running things. I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
The trial is tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since it's the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True, the case is a murder.
That's not simple at all!
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty, yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. Yeah, I love Phoenix is like, hey, Apollo, you know how how I was so distraught when I had to defend a guilty man? Well, guess what you're doing, Apollo?
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall what I said it had something to do with you?
Yeah, Rip Polly. It's just a test case anyways, no sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious and a worst case scenario.
You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial!
All the forms have been filled. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make a room in your schedule. Like I said, in this game, Phoenix is a monster! Phoenix is a beast of a man! He makes David Gant look like Hello Kitty!
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night. Oh, come on. Yeah, literally, Phoenix is... Yeah, Phoenix had no qualms with just sending Apollo to defend a guilty man.
Hey, Polly, I know you're all excited about the secret mission, but what about this? The Truckermaya Grand Magic Show.
Oh, right, the card tricks.
They're not card tricks. We are only Daddy did those card tricks, Polly. There are no card tricks out of respect for Daddy. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse.
So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
That's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go, Jay. We can say hi to Uncle Volant.
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. And plus, Polly, he's gonna want to kick your ass after you took you revealed his tricks to the world.
Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless.
I don't trust that smile! He knows something he's not telling me!
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum!
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Gramaye. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Gramaye seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Frankly, I would have thought the Gramaye seal would be a giant middle finger.
Thanks, it's great! But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Oh, today? I think it's recycle your plastic day.
No, Apollo, it's screwing you over day.
But every day's screwing Apollo over day.
Exactly, Apollo. Then it's a recycle your plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic!
I get up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is this?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why did you just hold it on until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the Gramaes, huh? Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm not going to be defending, aren't I?
Yeah, if all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. We want everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyways?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
Oh,
That's right, Apollo. And guess what's going to happen to your pay? Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose, I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? How am I supposed to defend?
Do what I do, Apollo. Bluff your way through everything. You let me worry about the details. There. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. Yes, because that's not suspicious in any way, shape, or form.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo, if I am in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's a wasting.
October 7th, Sunshine Coliseum.
Woohoo! This is it, Polly. The place where magic and dreams converge.
More like magic and nightmares, considering that's true Gramaye with their death balloon. What is Volhat's on the radio. He's talking to the guy behind the balloon. Okay, pilot the balloon down into that crowd of people. Destroy them all. Send them to Magnifi so he can perform shows for them in hell.
Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged.
Well, it's a Gramaye show, so frankly, it's the same thing.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Volant.
What about the case?
Only a performer lasts like that.
The young Miss Trucy! How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Tee, Uncle Volant, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too.
No, not now, Miss Trucy, for I must kick that yawned gremlin's ass. I know what you did in that courtroom, revealing my secret to the world. Come at thee!
And then Volant just hits Apollo over the head with his cane.
And now he is silenced. Pilot the balloon into him, burn his body in the flames of magic. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does this day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg of you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as magnificent illusions are reborn, and as I burn puppies in the furnace as he once did, here on this stage by my hand. Ah! A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Well, I shall do it! This is Alakadisbar! Very well, give it to me! No thanks! Are all magicians like this?
Holly, what was that look just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha! Why, that bears the Gramaye seal.
Uncle Volant, is something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner's Gramaye!
No, my other daddy! The guy who actually is a daddy to me, Phoenix Wright!
Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster! I summon forth by sacrificing 3 magical tokens, I can summon forth Lord Daddy in attack mode! Lord Daddy pops out with 3,000 attack points, and now to activate his ability, for every year that he has been screwed over by a Gramaye, Lord Daddy gains 300 attack points, and since Lord Daddy was screwed over for 7 long years, Lord Daddy will gain an additional 2,100 attack points! And then the attack points raise up to 5,100. Now Lord Daddy, attack his health points directly! His life points directly! Daddy bombardment! Lord Daddy, that's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. That signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Gramaye! I can tell by the FU in front of it!
What? Daddy's sperm donor signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it? Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that! What is this envelope, I wonder?
Everyone talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramaye miracle is back after 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his.
Sperm donor.
My co-magician in training, Gramaye, if that terrible thing hadn't.
It's okay.
Your sperm donor was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Gramaye, would kick his ass! Would have been proud to stand up on the stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Volant. You know I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great magnificent illusions again.
She's really looking forward to this, isn't she? Okay. Let's examine some stuff.
Look, Apollo, a balloon, a hot air balloon.
With the Gramaye seal on it, no less. Well, this is a long-awaited revival after all, and it's been 7 years, you know. I've spent plenty of time and pretty penny on promotion, but do not fret, for all that the money was earned through charity, by stealing from a charity. Let's see those orphans get their flu shots now.
I hope it's a huge success, Uncle Volant.
Oh, I intend it to be nothing less, I assure you. And if it is not anything less, the world will burn. They both sure seem excited about this. I guess it's a big deal for magicians. They've changed the sign since our last case.
It was all governors back then, wasn't it?
I hope nothing bizarre and mysterious happens this time. But it shall. Why, the show itself will be bizarre and mysterious, I assure you. And then Roger Returns is just out there with the camera. Yo, Roger Returns here from Take Two Television. The Reigning Raja. Hang loose, baby. Anyways, I'm at the Gramaye Revival Show. And let me tell you, so far it's crap. Look at that poster. Crap. Look at that logo. Crap. Look at that jerk magician. Crap. I'm gonna go interview him. Yo, jerk magician. Hawk, who are you? Yo, you don't know the ratings, Roger? Hang loose, baby. What, you live under a rock? Rock man. Just editing the sound in. So anyways, magician man, what are you doing here? I am reviving Magnific Gramaye's magic for the world! Magnific Gramaye, that guy was a jerk! No, he was not! Oh, yes, he was! Asshole! Yeah, then Roger pretends to just going on this trollish thing with his camera. He's picking a fight with Valant, and then Valant just punches him in the face, just hits him with the cane. And then Roger's like, see, look at this! These are assholes! I'm just asking questions! Yo, man! Why are you doing this? Why are you hate the viewers at home? Yeah, just going crazy. I don't have a problem with mystery as long as it's legal.
I don't think lawyers and magicians were really meant to have conversations like this.
My mentor, the magnificent Magnific Gramaye, was a true deity among magicians, a vengeful god who struck down all in his path for vengeance and pleasure. He was like Zeus, only more of an asshole. A creator god who gave birth to magical illusions that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I saw one, but I remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space, faster than the speed of sound.
I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heirs to the Gramaye Troop's secrets, it falls on me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? The world is waiting. Why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. Well, it does, for you see, Magnifi was able to make it disappear from his mind, much like his conscience and overall sense of morality. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. 7 years? That phrase sure likes to pop up a lot.
And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property law. I remember well how Magnifi would break the kneecaps of magicians who would copy his tricks. These heathen magicians who would perform magic for children for free. How dare he delight the terminally ill children? Intellectual property? Maybe. Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your sperm donor. Zach Gramaye was in the inheritor of the Gramaye miracle.
That sperm donor.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where the story is going. Once a person is classified as missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. I love how this is the only game where people ever mention Apollo's rolled-up sleeves. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it, the past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed on to me! Screw you, Magnifi, for overlooking the glories of Valant Gramaye! Now who wields the stick of magic? Now who wields the wand and waves the tricks? It is I! That is, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself!
Is that how it works, Polly?
Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently.
Sperm donor.
Okay, I think that would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch the episode. You're great. You come back with the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do everything you want. And I'll see you next time. Bye.